this with you have to say.
Hey. Oh.
What a Look at this see them Arnold and you know what? If we were trying to survive and then one of us had to like eat the other for like to survive and like, you know, be all cannibal, I think I'd let you eat me because you don't have any meat on your bones. Fucking skin.
Hurry up, bro. I'm fucking waiting for you.
I'm waiting for you to stop.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Modern Viking.
Oh, I had to get the laugh out. Oh,
Hey guys, welcome back to the Modern Viking. Today we're joined once again by the legendary Dale V Fitness.
hello, everybody.
And we are going to be doing some pretty primal stuff in the bush. Basically, I've been doing a lot of thinking lately about how the gym is obviously cool. We get big like Mr. Dale over here. But the one thing that we don't get is that kind of... What? The one thing we don't get is that kind of primal and non-artificial side of it. Our ancestors were obviously like building walls, lifting fucking rocks, building houses, going to war and killing people. All the good stuff that we want to do these days. But anyway, we don't really get to do that. The gym's cool, and it's a good way to kind of exercise that part of ourselves. But when we're just doing this over and over, it feels pretty artificial. So I've taken Dale, I've kidnapped him, by which I mean he's driving me around. And we're just gonna be doing some challenges. So you can call this the In the Bush Olympics. Woo! But first, let's go do bench and shoulders. We climb up onto this branch and we have a pull-up off.
Alright.
So I reckon we have one warm-up front, or nah, no warm-up.
No warm-ups.
We just go straight for. Alright, however many pull-ups, that's how gangster we are.
Alright, Hamish first then.
Here we go, the Modern Viking doing pull-ups on a tree.
We've just done shoulders, core and bench, so we're pretty up.
Let me turn around for the camera.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh Jesus, I'm not gonna be able to beat this. 7, 8. Holy shit. 9, 10, 11.
Oh my god.
Well, fucking pull-ups.
Alright, my guy.
Oh, fucking there.
Woo!
God. I can't even do like... Damn, okay. Oh, let's go.
Here we go. Mr. Dale V Fitness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh shit, he's getting there. 8, 9. Take a rest. You're so close to beating me. 10. 2 more. Come on.
Ah!
11. Can you get 12? Big rest.
Ah!
It was a draw! Oh, damn. I'm thinking for the next challenge, it should be to put our hands in that piss trap and whoever can get the apple out without having our hands cut off wins. Dale V Fitness over here. Been looking pretty well. I got all the rocks. Bodybuilders, eh? So, what we'll do is I'm gonna take this motherfucker see the line? Great. So we've got a bunch of boulders. Q boulders. We're going to be chucking them. If we step over this line, you're cheated. We're going to be chucking them there. Whoever can chuck the furthest boulder wins.
So this here is the first rock. Hamish for scale. So rules for throwing, we can throw it however we want.
Yeah, throw it however you want. It just has to get the furthest, but you can't step over the line.
Alright, on the pull backs.
Alright.
Alright, rock throw number 1.
Aim for Dale.
Aim for Dale.
Yeah! Your tactic was way better. You know what? We're doing this because our ancestors would have done heavy shit with rocks. And our ancestors, I don't think they would have been complaining about the oysters, my guys. Oh, I love oysters.
This is going to be rough. It's already stabbed my hands. You gotta use that same one though.
What about that one?
That's got no weight. There's got nothing on it.
Yeah!
Oh, it's this.
Nah, you're like just further.
Oh.
How heavy metal is this?
That's another oyster one. That's like a real level of difficulty. Yeah, it's
Not hurting yourself.
Well, I tell you what, we'll throw in one more round, and what we're going to do is we're going to get a smooth boulder. One that's as smooth as we can get.
And whoever gets the furthest out of that one wins.
Yeah, we'll do 2 tries. You get 2 attempts to throw the smooth one.
And this is still the same round of this. It's not the next challenge.
Kind of soft one. Grab it any way you want.
I'm thinking your Beyblade tactic will be the way.
Alright, it's got me a bit worried now because...
Yeah! Nice, alright.
Okay, I'm going to have to get smart with this one.
Yeah.
So a couple of warm ones to see. I'm not going to throw it, I'm just going to spin this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon. Give me a countdown, I need this.
Alright. How do I count down from 3 to 1 in Afrikaans?
Ian, 2, 3. That's 1, 2, 3. So.
3, 2, 1.
Right, again.
3, 2, 1. Ah! Ah! What the?
Now it's just going to be trying to get it straight.
Yeah, because if it's straight, you get more distance, right?
Yeah. I'm going to stand next to where mine was so I can just visualize. Oh, what the f? I don't know if I'm going to beat that. Ah! What the f, Dale? Let's go!
Insane! Why don't we have a squat rack here?
It's the half spin. I think it's just like the perfect amount of leverage.
Yeah. Alright. So that means that we're at draw and 1. So our last challenge.
Oh! Hey.
There are crabs underneath it. I would like a Kirby patty, my friends. So basically, we've got a minefield of old rock throwy things, which is our obstacle course. And not only that, we have this boulder here, which you may or may not be able to see right now. We're gonna pick it up and walk with it. The point at which we're like, this is so heavy. We drop it, and we draw a circle around when we drop it. Whoever can walk it the furthest out there wins. If we're able to walk across to the other island, then we get pizza.
Alright, so going first is Hamish here. Since we're testing his kind of full body, his kind of compound exercise, because he's still struggling with his squat a little bit. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's your squat, Dale?
Yeah. So he gets a bit embarrassed because I'm squatting. I'm repping like 80, like something. He's still struggling with the 70s. Anyway, here he is.
Bro, you put the
1.
Wait.
2.
No,
Here we
count.
go.
No count. Alright.
He just broke his foot. Holy sh!
So I've broken my ankle, foot, or leg or something, and the ambulance is on its way. Yo, Dale, give us an update.
Yo. So we're waiting for an ambulance at the moment. The tide's coming in really fast. It's like,
Hell. I'm just like...
really fast, so if they're not here in the next 30 minutes, then we're going to be chilling in the water. I'll be sitting on the bank there.
Oh, hurry up. This is so cool. I'm getting an X-ray.
The big bone in your leg, like people sometimes call that the shin bone.
Okay.
Fibula, which is the littler bone that runs up the outside of your leg.
Mm-hmm.
So see that piece of the tibia has broken off?
Right.
That should be attached there.
Uh-huh.
And then on your fibula, see we've got this fracture running through here.
Uh-huh.
That's what we call like a spiral fracture, so it's sort of winding up the tibia.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 2 fractures. But then when we look at the X-ray, which is looking at your leg on the side,
Yeah.
you've also got a fracture at the back of your tibia. So that's called a posterior tibia fracture. So we actually call that, when you've got the 3 fractures,
Mm-hmm.
one on each side and one at the back,
Yeah.
that's called a trimalleolar fracture. So tri is in
3 places.
Yeah,
Got it. Yeah.
And you can you see that's the fibula at the back? You
Mhm.
can see the break all the way through there?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, poor thing. So that's a pretty significant, ankle fracture.
Right.
It's not one that we can just put in a cast and you can just go home.
Right.
If you just had, say you just had this bit,
Mm-hmm.
we'd put that in a cast and you'd go home.
Yeah.
Because you've got this bit.
That's a
and
bit
the
more
of that.
major.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry to be the beer old baby.
No, that's okay.
So what we need to do now is...
So what does this mean for the modern Viking? Well, it doesn't mean that the channel is just like, meh. It also doesn't mean that I'm done with the gym. But realistically speaking, I won't be able to lift my heaviest for a good while. And if you look at my Instagram, all that's on there is just gym content. And on this channel, it's 90% gym content if you're including the shorts. This does kind of mess with that. And yeah, I can do a little bit of home working out with dumbbells, I guess, if I get somebody to bring dumbbells into a room and leave them there for me so that I can kind of try to do a bench press or something on the ground, tricep workouts. And yeah, I mean, when I'm doing a small stride with the crutches, it uses my triceps a lot when I go up and I use my shoulders a lot when I go down, but for the longer strides, it's different. I have to think about that. The thing is though, a month after the break, is now that I'm recording this, saying this right now, it's given me time to remember that I love powerlifting, but that's only one thing I love to do. And when I made the channel The Modern Viking, I didn't call it The Modern Viking Fitness. I called my Instagram that because I think The Modern Viking was maybe taken. But I wanted it to be more about connecting to something more ancestral and allowing ourselves to live in a more ancestral way that can embody a more primal and connected to something more worldly, that part of ourselves, rather than just such an artificial world in which we live, so many of us live these days. You know, there are people who are much more in tune with the world and there are those who are not. And I think a lot of us are just somewhere in between. Perhaps it's almost like a spectrum, so to speak. So I want to do more content where, yeah, I'm still always going to lift heavy. I like it. When I'm healed, I'll slowly work back toward that and I'll probably do updates of my rehabilitation. But I also like the idea of finding other ways to do similar things, but then so many different things on this topic. And I think that it will both appeal just to more people, but also it's what I want to do. And at the end of the day, I'm not just going to make stuff because it's kind of following a trend. And that is what I used to do for a little bit with certain, like, Instagram reels and stuff. I think that this is actually the opening of a new door. I'm taking this as a good thing. This break has actually given me so much time to think about so many things. What I want to do where I want to be physically and figuratively. It's given me a lot of opportunities, and I'm just sitting here on the couch watching YouTube at the moment because I don't have a whole lot to do. And there was a quote on a video, and I really liked it. It was, "Beginnings always hide themselves in ends." And so while this could be the end of something, at least temporarily, it's the beginning of so much more, and that I like. So expect good things. Over and out.